Yo, what's good with the YouTube? This your boy Munchie MUHNCH2Ys bringing you another video, or a new video, I should say, on competitive class making. What I mean by that is, if you were into competitive or is trying to get into competitive gameplay, I've been doing it for about 3 years now. I could go ahead and show you what a player like myself, I'm a Slayer, would use as a class. So let's go ahead and get started. Create a soldier, go ahead and click your soldier. Alright, so my typical class, I'm gonna go right in the middle, will be the AR, which will be the Remington. At the beginning of the game, of course, you know, people go through the different assault weapons to see which one is the most I should say relevant, I guess. When you look at an AR, at least competitive wise, which one to look for is something that has high power and it's something that has high accuracy. Yes, fire rate will help, but the most you want to look at is power and accuracy. So when it came down to it, the Remington, that's what the Remington was. It was the most accurate with the most damage, like, built together. So that's what most Slayers you will see that play competitive will use. Now when it comes to the perks, it's all like it's more, to me, it's more like what do I call it? It's more like a preference, you know. Me, I'm more of a red dot type of person. Usually most Slayers are. Some people like to use the iron sight where there's no red dot, but I like using a red dot. The red dot to me is the most accurate. And also, as you see, I got a second attachment that would be armor piercing. Reason why I like armor piercing is because, at least in this game, a lot of people usually use the same spots, and also a lot of people like to head glitch or hide behind different walls and stuff to watch different areas. So with this allows me to shoot through walls, or shoot pre-aim somewhere, or shoot shoot through an area where I think they're going to be at, and allows the bullets to go through the wall a lot more easier. Yes, you could shoot people through walls without it, but this is a lot more effective, and the bullets will go through a lot more, hit more. So this is very important. Also, for the lethal, I use a grenade. I used to use a Simtex, but to me grenades are a little bit more better. Why? They bounce, they go a little bit more further, and they could bounce. They could bounce instead of just like, if you use a Simtex, as soon as you throw it, whatever it hits, that's what it sticks on. But with a nade, it bounces and it rolls, and I like that, because also what people do, well, at least myself, is I throw a dead nade. Like if I'm running somewhere, like say if I'm running to the right and I'm thinking somebody's going to come to the left, so what I'll do is I'll throw a dead nade, so if they're chasing me or if they're coming from the left like I expected, then it can either kill them or at least damage them. I could turn around and just pick up the kill after that. The Simtexes are good for more SMG players that's running around a lot. Ideally when you're AR, you're more stationary than SMG players. So yeah. Then you have the tactical. So I used to use a concussion. A concussion is good, aka a stun, if people don't know it by a concussion. The stuns are good. It's like another pair of eyes, the way I like to use it. Same thing with the dead nade. I will throw it in an area that I'm not going, so if they are around there, I would get a hit marker, or I can use it as like a scare tactic. If I'm playing search and destroy and I throw a nade at A, or not a nade, I throw a stun at A, they will think that I'm checking that bomb, when most likely I'm probably not. It probably could be just like a little scare tactic saying like, hey, I'm watching that area, so come to the other bomb, or something like that. But stuns or concussions are very important, at least for the gameplay. Like at least capture the flag. It's not on this game, but in previous Call of Duties they had capture the flag. These were very important because you slow down the flag runner. So if you can pick up the kill, or you knew where they're coming from, or if you knew where they were coming from off a spawn, you could stun them when they come out, and that'll make it a lot easier for you to call out and your teammate or yourself to pick up the actual kill. But right now I'm rocking a trophy system because a lot of this game consists of nades and concussions being thrown, or smokes. Trophies can't block smokes, but they could block nades. So, like for domination, if you're sitting on the flag and you have a trophy system, as soon as they throw it, it actually blocks it from getting from blowing up. Actually, but it only does that for two different times, I should say, and after that, it breaks or disappears or whatever. So tactical is good to use. A lot of this stuff, motion sensors ban. And all this other crap. Smokes are very important in search. Shout out to my boy Fizzerb. I actually never used smokes until I started watching his stream. He's a very, very good S&D player. And they come in handy for S&D, especially if you use the thermal sight. Go ahead, check out his YouTube. He explains a lot about the smoke. So, yeah, smokes are very good for S&D. Not necessarily for respawn games, but S&D is really good. All right, when it comes to the perks, this right here varies for everybody. So right now, I have Sleight of Hand, Quick Draw, Dead Silence, and Focus. Dead Silence and Focus are main two for any gun you use, unless you're going to use a shotgun. Why? Because when you ever get in a gunfight and somebody shoots you and your gun shoot all in the air and you start shooting at the flies instead of them, well, what Focus does is when you get shot, it keeps your gun a little bit more steadier. So it's not like 100% your gun's going to be shooting straight, but it reduces your flinch pretty much, like it says in the description. But dead silence is very important, especially because most competitive players have headsets. So if you're loud, you're pretty much an open target because they can just sit down or sit in the corner and just listen for you and know where you're at all times. So dead silence and these two are pretty much a necessity when it comes to competitive. Me personally, I like using Quick Draw even though I'm a Slayer because I like faster aiming. It's been way too many times I try to run and when I see somebody, I try to pull up my gun, or if we see each other at the same time, they pull their gun up faster than me because I don't have Quick Draw on, and it feels like a drag every time I try to aim. The gun pulls up so slow that I just get killed. So ever since the game came out, I've been rocking Quick Draw. Whether I had an AR or SMG because it helps me out. Like I said, it's a preference thing. You may not like it, but I do. Same thing goes with Sleight of Hand. Sleight of Hand is important to me because it's been too many times I'll get a 2-piece and the third person will poke out, but I ran out of bullets and I'm taking too long to reload and I either can get the kill or I end up getting killed. So Sleight of Hand to me is a great perk, especially if you're a good Slayer, because you're gonna constantly be shooting and getting kills, and so you're gonna need to reload as soon as possible so you can be ready as soon as possible. Some people, well, even myself, maybe for like search and destroy, instead of having Sleight of Hand, I'll probably move over and go ahead and use Marathon, so I can get to a spot faster, or if I need to do a rush plant or something, like say my team, the plan is for me to pick up the bomb and go plant, I'll use Marathon so I get to the bomb as soon as possible because unlimited sprint. So like I said, it varies. Yeah, so pretty much that's just how my class is. Most likely my classes are going to be the same when it comes to even the SMGs. Oh, another important thing I forgot to mention was some people, even on the AR classes, they use grip. Grip is another good one instead of armor piercing. Grip is good to keep the accuracy, or get the accuracy up on your gun, because not the recoil, but the recoil, the shaking of the gun pretty much is reduced as well. So that's another good one. And also another good perk to use is the ready up. At least I use this when I use Marathon, because if I use Marathon, most likely I'm gonna be sprinting all the time. And what ready up does is after sprinting, you pull up your gun even faster. So ready up with Quick Draw is going to be the fastest way to pull up your gun, no matter what gun. If you're using an SMG, LMG, or assault rifle, and you want to pull your gun up as quick as possible, these two will be the guys to go to. So that's something to take in, and you go ahead and try it out yourself. So yeah, that pretty much wraps it up, man. Just a little basic class setup class. I got a couple of classes here, like this one has pretty much the same thing, except this one is my S&D class, so I have incog. So if somebody has a thermal, I don't show up as a white shadow like you see. I know you've seen through ACOG before, not ACOG, thermal before, so I ain't got to get into that. I got the little thermal sight here. So yeah, that's pretty much a setup class. This is my little pub class I had. I was trying to get some footage for pub. That's why I see all this random stuff, but you ain't got to pay attention to that. But yeah, man, pretty much that's pretty much the setup for myself, man. I'm not the type to switch up a lot. I keep it nice and simple, man. And so yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you picked up some stuff, man. And this your boy Munchie, MUHNCH. You already know those 2 Y's. And I'm out.